You're driving a car you've never driven before. There's a salesperson sitting in the back seat. They're asking questions. How does it feel? Is the seat comfortable? What do you think about the steering? You're trying to focus on the road, but the whole situation feels strange. And eventually, a question pops into your head. What am I supposed to be focusing on? It's a fair question. You may have been in the passenger seat during a test drive before, but when it's your turn behind the wheel, something becomes clear very quickly. No one ever explained what the test drive is actually for. You might assume you're supposed to be listening for mechanical problems, rattles, strange engine noises, road vibration. But for most first-time buyers, that's not really the point. You're not a mechanic. You're deciding whether the car feels right for you. Do the controls make sense where they are? Does the steering feel comfortable? Do the brakes feel strong when you press them? Does the car accelerate the way you expect it to? More importantly, do you feel confident driving it? Because for the first time, this decision actually belongs to you. Growing up, cars are just around. They sit in the driveway. They take you where you need to go. If something breaks, somehow it gets fixed. But when you start shopping for one yourself, you realize there's a lot more to the process than you expected. New or used? Lease or finance? How much car do you actually need? What kind of payment fits your life right now? And once you start asking those questions, something else becomes obvious. Buying a car takes time. After the test drive, you usually head back inside the dealership and sit down at someone's desk. That's when another strange part of the process begins. You talk for a few minutes. The salesperson types something into their computer. Then they stand up and say they need to go talk to their manager. They disappear. They come back. You talk some more. Then they leave again. At first, it feels confusing. Why does this keep happening? Did something go wrong? Is someone actually making a decision somewhere? Eventually, you realize this is just how the process works. Once you understand that, the mystery fades a little, but something else replaces it. A lot of waiting. Car buying involves far more sitting around than most people expect, which leads to a surprisingly practical tip. If you're going to a dealership, bring a snack. Seriously, a granola bar, something small. Because even when everything moves quickly, you're probably going to be there for a while. And eventually, you'll reach the part of the process that makes a lot of first-time buyers the most uncomfortable. The finance office. This is where the paperwork happens. You sit down with someone new. Documents start appearing. Questions get asked, signatures get added, and suddenly you're hearing about things you didn't even know existed. Taxes, registration, insurance verification, protection plans, add-ons, optional coverage, extra packages. Some of them might make sense, some of them won't. And if this is your first time experiencing it, it can feel overwhelming very quickly. Not because anything is wrong, but because there are so many pieces you've never encountered before. Even small details can be surprising, like the fact that once the paperwork is finished, the car still isn't quite ready. The dealership still has to wash it, detail it, fill the gas tank, prepare everything before you drive away. All the little steps that turn a car on the lot into a car that belongs to you. And by the time the whole process is finished, a lot of first-time buyers have the same thought. That felt like a lot. And it was. But here's the thing. The next time you experience it, it won't feel nearly as mysterious. You'll understand the rhythm of the test drive. You'll recognize why the salesperson keeps stepping away. You'll know what the finance office conversation is about before it even begins. Because the process didn't change. You just experienced it once. Now, if you're a parent watching your child go through this stage of life, there's another moment happening at the same time. You're watching them step into a decision that carries real responsibility, and your instinct might be to take over. Ask every question, handle every conversation, solve every uncertainty. After all, you've done this before. You know how it works. But moments like this are also an opportunity to do something else. Step back just enough for them to experience it. Let them ask questions. Let them feel the awkwardness of the process. Let them sit through the waiting and the paperwork and the unfamiliar conversations, because those are the moments where confidence actually develops. Not when everything is handled for them, but when they realize they can handle it. Buying your first car isn't just about the car. It's about learning how big decisions start to look when they finally belong to you. And the first time you go through it, it might feel overwhelming. But the second time, it'll feel a lot more familiar.